low visibility procedures at Vigo Airport due to fog conditions, so we'll make the approach and the landing automatic. The procedures at this time.
Vigo is going to be my next destination for a few days. On this occasion, I am traveling for work, although there will also be time to discover and explore the city. I am going to stay at the Zenit Vigo hotel, which is located in the center. It is a 4-star hotel housed in a historic building. My room is 704 and it is one of the most impressive rooms I have ever slept in, and now you will see why. Not only it is a spacious room, both bedroom area and the bathroom, it has all kind of services and it is on a high floor, but pay attention to these views. After unpacking and changing my clothes, I am ready to explore the city. But first, let's go 3 floors up to discover the hotel's terrace.
This is the samba I say my guitar has found.
This hotel has privileged views of the city and the bay. As you can appreciate, it is a beautiful afternoon to enjoy Vigo.
This is the samba I wanted to play just for you. My guitar thinks I should play for all the others.
They say that this is one of the cities where it rains the most in the country, so we can say that we are being lucky. We check out the gym on the terrace and head off to explore.
When I'm playing my guitar, maybe if I didn't sit and play samba.
On this trip, I'm accompanied by one of my best friends, who lived for many years in Vigo, so I could not have a better guide for this trip. Vigo is located in the northwest of Spain in the Rías Baixas area. Although Vigo has been a seafaring city during the 20th century, it became an important industrial and commercial center, especially in the naval and canning sectors. This led to economic and demographic growth that caused profound social and cultural changes. On the one hand, positive by modernizing and adapting to new trends, and on the other hand, negative by suffering from problems such as massification and the loss of part of its identity. Currently, the city continues to evolve constantly. It has established itself as an important urban and economic center in Galicia and Spain. In addition, it has opted for innovation and technology, promoting the creation of technological companies and research in various fields. We are walking through the historic center, which is also known as Casco Bello. In these streets, we see how historic buildings mix with modern constructions. It is an area with a lot of life and where locals mix with visitors. We make a first stop to have a waffle and continue walking towards Puerta del Sol to find the sculpture of El Sireno, which represents an imaginary character, a hybrid of fish and man, and is one of the most representative monuments of Vigo. This is the oldest billboard in the city. It was installed in 1961 and is classified as a cultural asset. The Plaza de la Constitución is one of the most beautiful places in the city and has been declared a historical site by the Junta de Galicia. In the Plaza de la Iglesia, we find the co-cathedral of Vigo, the Church of Santa Maria, better known as La Colegiata. It was built in 1811 on top of another church and has a curious detail. On one of its sides it has a sundial, but it does not face south as is usually the case. We continue our walk towards Monte Castro while we enjoy the views we have of the estuary. The truth is that it is a wonderful afternoon to walk or have a drink on a terrace. Vigo has a wide range of bars and restaurants, in addition to having unmatched gastronomy such as Galician cuisine. We begin to climb the almost 150 high Monte O Castro. It is the largest park in the city center. The climb will be rewarded as we will be able to see the best views of Vigo, the estuary and the CS Islands, which, since the day is so clear, today we will be able to see them perfectly. This mountain was where Vigo originated in the 3rd and the 2nd centuries BC. There are still remains from ancient times such as a fortified site, 17th century fortifications, or some of the monuments to the medieval troubadour Martin Kodaks. These anchors were placed in commemoration of the Battle of Rande and the canons of the War of Succession. We continue the climb to cross the 17th century walls, where we find the O Castro castle and its gardens. As I told you, the climb has its reward, and it is this magical sunset that nature gave us. After drinking a very cool alvarinho, we return to the hotel to meet our colleagues and go to dinner. We have been lucky enough to get a table at Tapas Areal, and in addition to a good wine, we are going to eat typical fruit from the region: razor clams, mussels, scallops, octopus and potato omelette. All delicious and at a very good price. If you're in Vigo, this is a place you have to come to eat. Today is a full day of work, but waking up with these views, you start the day with a very good feeling. Let's see what the hotel breakfast is like and have a good one to gain strength for the day. Although it has been raining during the day, it has now stopped, so we decided to walk back to the hotel. Vigo is a city with hills and stairs, so to be able to walk around it well, I recommend comfortable shoes. Something that might seem curious to you is that in some areas they have installed escalators going up, which also, since usually it rains in this city, are covered. I think they come in handy seeing how many steps there are around here. You already know that I'm a big fan of ramen, and even more so if it's cold and rainy. Although I had my doubts, the ramen was very good. It came with little broth, but we asked for more and they gave it to us at no additional cost. This is the latest tourist attraction in the city. The Areal de Vigo is a circular viewpoint about 90 meters in diameter. It is 50 meters high and has 2 elevators. It connects the upper part of Vigo with the lower part, saving about 2 kilometers of slopes to access from one area to another. After a good walk, we returned to the hotel to rest after a long day. Today is my last day in Vigo. In a few hours I will take the flight home. One feeling runs through my head all the time, and it is how lucky I feel to be able to work on what I'm passionate about, to have time and content to dedicate to this channel, and above all, to have very good people around me. You know that feeling when you meet up with someone and you are coming home and you think you want to spend more time with them again? Well, those are the people I like to surround myself with, and I'm very lucky to have friends who give me that feeling. Vigo has surprised and pleased me. It is a modern city that maintains its history with charming people and where the food is very good. Can you ask for more?